Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm so happy you could join me for my next pick a card reading. So this is a couples reading, and the question we're asking tonight is, how can we renew our bond of love? How can we renew our bond? How can we renew this relationship? All right, so I've got 3 piles for you here. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. For pile 1, we have this beautiful purple stone. Pile 2, another purple stone, slightly smaller. And for pile 3, I think this is petrified wood. Strong stone. All right, so I'm going to be listing the timestamps in the box below. And if you're having a hard time picking a pile, just close your eyes. Place your feet firmly on the earth, taking a nice deep breath in through the feet. Allow this beautiful grounding energy to travel up the body into your heart space, and from your heart, ask to be led to the pile that is right for you tonight. And remember that this is just for fun. So anything that does not resonate with you, please feel free to move on and find something that does resonate with you. All right? So find your timestamp and we'll get started. All right, so pile number 1, these are your cards. All right, so to start off with, we have Buho. Transform the way you see. All right, and this card is meant to represent you in this relationship. And then we have this beautiful Spirit of Nature Oracle card, Birch. And this goes along with the Ogham Celtic tree alphabet. So this represents your partner. And then the energies between you, we have Volcano, a passionate relationship. We have Boar. And we have the Intellect and Carson. And then from the Tarot, so we have the Animal Oracle, the Magician. Nine of Wands. And from the Wildwood Tarot, 9 of Arrows, Dedication. So that's the same card. And Knight of Stones, the Horse. All right, so already I can tell you there is a lot of energy between you. There is a lot. So sometimes it can be, there's stubbornness. There's a tendency to self-protect. There is overthinking. Sorry, these are just, it'll get good eventually. I'm just calling what I see so far. All right, so let's start with you. So transform the way you see. So it looks to me like there's a tremendous amount of passion with it when this relationship first started, and there still might be that passion, a lot of attraction. This person stimulates you, and I can see from their energy that they have a new, fresh energy. So you may be someone who takes yourself quite seriously, and they are someone who is fun, someone who has a lot of, who has a great sense of humor. But also the person who drives you guys to do new things. So your partner may be offering different solutions and you're not noticing it, to livening up this relationship, to strengthening your bond. So you may come forward with your thoughts and feelings. Again, though, it looks to me like it comes from a guarded place. But you come forward with your feelings, you have these discussions, and maybe they're not really saying a whole lot. Maybe they're not really verbalizing an answer for you, and you get quite frustrated with this. But it looks to me like with the shift in perspective, you might come to see that they're actually driving action toward strengthening this bond. So it looks to me like within their actions, and so maybe not within their words, maybe they're not acknowledging what you're saying in the way that you think they should be, but they are doing it in their actions. And that's why you're being asked here to transform the way you see. But I can see here too, there has been, this was a relationship you've manifested. This is a relationship that you really, really wanted. And I don't see anyone here giving up. I see a beginning. I see a really, really strong relationship that can be full of new beginnings. If you can sort of keep yourself, and again, so this is a general reading, so this could be applicable to your partner, they could be backwards. So when I say you, I could mean them. So just keeping that in mind. But I can see here that, one or both of you has a tendency to overthink, but they are definitely the more active. They have a really fun energy. And sometimes when you're feeling like, I want to have this serious talk, and they come at you with their cute little humor or whatever, that could maybe sometimes make you angry. And I can see that there's anger here. But there's also this really, really strong relationship. All right, so I'm going to read the Whispering Woods Oracle cards for you. So we have Journey, Branch Out to New World. There you go. And you're going to do this together. All right, so anything you want to explore, I think your partner's game. So think about those sort of fun things, or those things that maybe push your boundaries and get you out of your comfort level. And another thing too here, it's that, always coming back to what you fell in love with in the first place. And they love you. So keep that in mind. And then patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. What a beautiful message. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. So not being too expectant about a timeline here, but just knowing you will find your way back to each other and strengthen that bond. All right. Any other messages? A lot of devotion, a lot of love in this relationship. A lot of passion. I think that's all I have for you, Group 1. So I'd like to thank you so much for coming here and watching this video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Maybe comment down below and let me know if it resonated or how it resonated. And subscribe to my channel. Just starting to build. So love to have you here. Thank you. All right, Group 2, this is your reading. So if you pick this Cute little purple stone. This one's for you. All right, so starting off with your energy, we have serendipity. Merge with the flow. I don't know if you can see that. These cards are just so beautiful. And your partner's energy, we have the elder tree. And then from the literary witches oracle, we have apple. Apple, definitely. We have tree. And we have Eileen Chang, fate. And then from the John Bauer Tarot, oh, that's right, you guys got a lot of cards. Okay, so let's start with number 3. Number 10, sorry, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Have the Page of Cups. These cards are, while they have the Rider-Waite meanings, they really have their own meanings and their own readings. We have the Ace of Wands. And finally, we have number 2. All right, so I'm getting a lot of strong energy from the feminine here. So, feminine, you are, I'm just going to say it. You're in love with a troubled masculine. There's a darkness that you have become accustomed to. And there is a belief here that this is a fated connection, that this is, you have definitely believed that this is your happy ending, this is your, that this is your person. And so we're here today to talk about how you can renew these bonds of love. So I'll give it to you. I'll give you what I have. A lot of self-nourishment, of disconnecting yourself from the union and finding out who you are. Again, I'm talking to the feminine here in this reading. So it could be the feminine in a man, whoever you are. I'm just letting you know. Okay? Connecting with your roots. Remembering to come back to self, to find what is true for you. So we have here a very strong intuition. And what I am seeing is that you have not been listening, or you cannot at this time listen to your intuition. And that's okay. It's definitely no judgment. But in order to strengthen a bond or strengthen a love, there has to be 2 parties involved. And I see all of the work here coming from the feminine. And for a new beginning, it's coming into your own high priestess energy. So listening to your intuition, I feel for you right now. I understand this story really, really well. But what I want to say to you is that you have both the Empress energy and the High Priestess. You are a powerful, powerful feminine presence. You have everything you need within yourself to be whole. This bond that you have formed is only part of a whole. And anything that other person, that your partner, any growth at this point is on them. Okay, we have partial moons in cards that represent them. Okay, so they're not whole in themselves, and you are being asked to fill something that is not for you to fill. So, for this relationship to move forward and to be strengthened, there is a lot of work that needs to be done individually. And that's what I'm being shown here. All right. I know this wasn't as lighthearted as I was hoping, but your final message is from the Whispering Woods Oracle, and it says, "Grounded, keep your roots and stand taller than trees." So don't shrink to fit. Remember who you are. Know that you are strong. There is, you stepping into this High Priestess energy is your new beginning, is that spark of inspiration that's going to get you where you need to go. And just be mindful of how things are making you feel. Listen to your intuition and not your fear. And I'm rooting for you. So much love. All right. So that's all I have for you today. Please feel free to reach out to me if you need some support. And I hope you can come back and have some light shining in that in that darkness. Sorry, I'm being weird. I'm just really feeling for you right now. Okay. So that's it. Moving on to pile 3. All right, pile number 3. Oh, excuse me. Let me take a drink. So we are asking for couples, how can we renew our bond? How can we renew our love? Asking for some advice from the universe. So this first card represents you. It's from the Magic of You Oracle, Minimus. Commune with the source. All right. Listening to your intuition. And then this card represents your partner. Ooh, nice. Oak. Strong, sturdy, maybe a little frustrating, slow moving, but he's dependable. Or she. All right, and from the Literary Witches Oracle, we have Angela Carter, Identity. And Ghost. All right. And from the Animal Totem Oracle, Ace of Cups. Oh, what a beautiful new beginning. Love offering there. And 10 of Pentacles. This sturdy person feels like home, don't they? Maybe you just need to be reminded of that. All right, and from the Wildwood Tarot, we have the Hooded Man. Yeah. Some really really good earth energy here. We have the Three of Bows, fulfillment. And we have the Great Bear. Wow. All right, so you guys, first of all, I don't even know how to describe how beautiful this whole situation is. I'm going to try. Okay, so you've hunkered down, you've found someone that feels like home, but maybe sometimes it feels a bit stagnant. I can see that you are definitely a more fast-moving energy in this relationship, and I think you spend a lot of time pondering who you are, what you're meant to be doing, more existential questions about your life than your partner does. I think they're pretty content to sort of plod along, or they have a fairly strong sense of identity. And I can see that there's also times where you feel like you disappear into your relationships, and you sort of lose your footing, and you're not quite sure, what's you and what's them. I can assure you here that your partner does not require you to lose yourself. There isn't a need from them for you to please them in any other way but by being yourself. But I think because they are the more fixed energy, you tend to feel like you do have to, I don't know if assimilate is the right word, but go along with what they're doing. So in terms of how you can renew your bond, I'm seeing travel. I'm seeing revisiting your home situation as well. So we've got both. So there's this, on one hand, this sort of, I think maybe you need to satisfy your lust for otherness. And maybe even through that, just recognizing that home is wherever the two of you are together. You guys definitely have that vibration together. Also recognizing too here, so if you have been through a difficult time in this relationship, you're at the end of that cycle. You're moving on. 2020 will be a different story between the two of you. And I think in longer term relationships, that's definitely always something to keep in mind, is that things, the longer you're together, the longer are the cycles together, right? And the longer the lessons and that sort of thing. But we definitely have a sense of balance being restored in the relationship. So maybe try going on a trip, and then when you come home with that renewed sense of love, it's going to build an even stronger bond on the home front, for sure. I just want to take a look here at the Whispering Woods Oracle. Trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. So another thing that's coming in for me here is that there's a move. There's a move that you're not quite sure. You're on the fence about what that's going to feel like, what that's going to look like. Your partner might be even more concerned about that. And and you are being asked, and here you have that spiritual connection. So trust your guides, trust your intuition here. But I think that you're also being asked to trust that this bond is your home. So regardless of where you live, where you go, this is always your home, is your connection with this other person. Okay. And risk, learn to grow wherever you are planted. So whatever comes up, if it's a change of location, again, just remembering this bond. Sometimes the messages repeat themselves. And also just remembering that you don't have to, you can be yourself with your partner. You don't have to change for them. You don't have to be anything but what you are. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. That's all I have for you, pile 3. So if you like this video, maybe comment down below, let me know how it resonated, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to make more of these videos, and I will make more of these videos. Thank you so much for joining me.